Hi everyone, here's another tutorial from Logic Scripts. Today we are going to look at NoteToggle Pro. Why Pro? Because the original versions I write always feel so amateur, so I have to name the final versions Pro. This one is pretty pro though, I hope you'll like it. This time I'm not going to show you the easiest or the simplest way to use it. I'm going to go the other route and show you probably the most complicated way to use it. Okay. First off, the settings in the script itself, as usual. Show clip view helper. It's this section down here. It's really useful if you're going to do what I'm going to do in this tutorial. So let's keep that set to true. If you just use it to play notes and not trigger clips, then you could set it to false, whatever. Clip trigger 1 is the first key you want to be triggering clips. So this is the future me after recording the video. I've frozen it here because you probably heard me hesitating a little bit regarding the clip triggers. My mind went completely blank, to be honest. The thing is, the clip trigger settings, those three there, are just for what is displayed in the clip view helper. So it doesn't actually affect which all the notes are still toggled according to your settings, unless you have a keyboard split. This is just which clip triggers to display, and also for the skip black keys. It's not going to skip the black keys as far as note toggling. It's just going to skip which clip triggers to show. So sorry about that. I mind farted a little bit there. I think I'm going to do it a couple of times later on in the video as well. But don't be confused. Those settings are just for the clip view helper. Okay. So now back to the historical me. As usual, you either enter the MIDI note name into the MIDI note number function, or you just enter the MIDI note number directly without the function and without the quotes. Here you also have the option to skip black keys. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory, I think. Total triggers is how many trigger notes you want. That's for the in-script stuff. So I've set it up the way I want it here. I don't want it to skip black keys because I've made a software instrument here in Logic to show you this function. So let's run it. And user interface settings, you can either, if you set this to normal, then the script will do nothing basically. So it's to switch between toggle mode and normal mode in real time. Voices, strict monophonic, monophonic and polyphonic. Strict monophonic means that if you trigger a note, so note toggle is basically you press the note, it's on, until the next time you press it, then it's off. Strict monophonic means you have to push on and off before you can move on to the next note. Monophonic means that you push one note, and if you push the next note, the previous note gets killed. And polyphonic is you can have as many notes playing at the same time as you want. For this tutorial, we'll be going polyphonic. Snap to beat means that if transport is running, your toggles will be matched to the next beat, so to the following beat, and pretty much relies on you being in 4/4. If you're not, I'm not sure how it's going to work. I haven't really tried it out in any weird time signatures. Apply to all MIDI channels, self-explanatory. You can either apply to all of them or to a selected MIDI channel. Keyboard split is, you can apply a split here either below or above a certain key, and this is which key to be the split point on your keyboard. So you can have basically half your keyboard going normal mode and half your keyboard going toggle mode. Alright, so what have I done here in Logic? I have just taken literally 1, 2, 3, 4 random Apple loops. I just brought up here. I picked a slide guitar, a conga, a bass, and well, I don't know, a dobro. So I haven't really done anything, and I just dragged them into my project here. I had it automatically then get matched to the same key and the same tempo, and then I selected it all, and I went convert to new sampler track. So I got this sampler track, which I've now muted, and wait, I'll show you. When I chose convert to new sampler track, I chose to create zones from regions, and I also matched the trigger note to start where my note toggle setting starts. So C1 is also the start for these notes. So the scripter settings and the sampler settings match. Then the next step to get this working really the way I want it is to go into EXS, excuse me, to edit the instrument, go View, Zone, Loop, then check the loop checkbox and set this to the maximum possible number, so to the very end of the, or however far you want, but in my case I've set it to loop the entire clip in all these four, and it's pretty time consuming to drag. So what I've done is I just entered like 12 nines, and then it sets it to the maximum. Okay, and when you're done here, you should now be able to launch clips this way. Okay, so with transport off, if I press C1, I press C1 again, it's off, and you also see it here in the so you're able to keep track of which clips are running, which are not. So without transport running, you can sort of you have to time it yourself. Okay, my scratching there or whatever I was trying to do wasn't working out great. I was too slow. But anyway, you get the point. So you could use this, excuse me, and this is what I was trying to sort of convey in the original tutorial for NoteToggle Pro, that you can mimic a little bit at least the behavior in an Ableton, or to some extent Cubase, where you have the non-linear view of things. And this is pretty fun. So you can have, if we start transport here, you'll see what I mean. I have the click on so you can hear that it's actually snapping if I set it to snap. This sounds pretty nice, actually. Anyway, let's not get carried away. It sounds pretty okay for it being literally the first 4 Apple loops I found. So you can have tons of fun with this, and I imagine also use it in some sort of live setting. I don't have a main stage, but yeah, use your imagination. I'm sure you can find some way to use this. Yeah, obviously I didn't say this, but you know, these clips are automatic, or the clips here are automatically muted by Logic when I create the software instrument, and then I went ahead and muted this. I could just as well delete it Actually, I could delete this whole bunch too. So that's the way NoteToggle Pro works. I hope you are curious about it enough to come visit the site where I have these scripts. The web address is in the the section below the video. It's logicscripts.jimdo.com. See you there. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.